afternoon, Port Jervis, and welcome to the Port Center Spotlight Podcast. My name is Andrew Murata, host of the podcast, and it is New York State School Board's Appreciation Week, and I am delighted, I'm honored, and really excited. He's got a lot of stuff going on. This is our Vice President of our school board, Mr. Bill Harris. Welcome.
Thank you for having me. I'm so happy to be here today.
Yeah, thank you, Mr. Harris. We've talked a lot off air and on air, certainly with the musicals and stuff, but now we really get to dive into you, your leadership, and your journey. So thank you for joining me.
I'm happy to share.
I was able to squeeze in 30 minutes here in a tight schedule.
Yes.
A lot going on this week.
That's right. The clock is running.
Yeah, and we got a school board meeting tonight.
We have a school board meeting tonight. I have rehearsals this afternoon, so we're right in the thick of it.
And he's here, gave us a few minutes. So I do want to say thank you to all of our school board members. It is School Board Appreciation Week. Last year we had a chance to talk to President Jason Kamar, but our board members, Judy Amato, Nancy Dunn, Michael Witt, Mark Green, Don Santiago, Joe Andriak, and Jeremy Shannon. Did I get everyone there?
It should be 9.
One. And then, of course,
myself.
you.
Exactly.
Let's double check here. Yeah, boom, perfect. We thank them. It is a non-paid position. It's an elected position, but it's a non-paid position. And really, all of the decisions in the district come through the board.
Yes, they do.
You know, a lot of things there, and things have been great here. So, Bill, let's start there. You've been in and around Port Jervis for a long time. You've always been connected to the school district, sometimes as an employee, sometimes as a volunteer, but now you've served on the board here 7 years and now the vice president. Talk to me about your decision to run for the board. You know, why did you want to get involved there, and what's it like for you?
Well, when I retired from the school district, I wanted to still give back, and I knew I did that through working with the musicals and helping people with food service and stuff like that, but I just wanted to give back a little bit more. And I figured with my knowledge and my schooling, I had a lot of background that could still bring something to the table to help the school grow. And way back in 2012, I started on the committee for the capital project with Tom Bon Jovi at the time.
Wow.
And I wanted to keep involved with that because I knew we were going to just keep moving ahead. And that's why I ran for office. And
that was the capital project for now for East Main.
East Main now, yes.
That was a big project.
Yes, it was.
Wow. If you're watching the show live, jump in and say hello to Mr. Harris. And again, thank our school board members. Bill, really the makeup of the board, what an interesting group of people with diverse backgrounds, but so much knowledge in so many areas. You are bringing knowledge in as a former employee. You're bringing in knowledge of the arts, the food service, community organizations, so many different things to focus on. Tell me about how your experience is helping you serve in this leadership position.
What's really helping me is the 10 years that I spent working for the district. It's like being on both sides of the coin. So I know what the needs are inside, and I can help from the outside now. And I could relate to a lot of the things and issues that come up or we're asked to do. And I can understand both sides of that coin now. So I'm here to help as much as possible with my background and just to bring everything to light with full transparency for the people that we can move ahead and they can be willing to trust me because I have a good grip of what's going on.
Yeah. There's been great collaboration. Mr. Harris, really the decision-making, moving the district forward, the budget, the building project, so many things positive happening. What are some of the things you're most proud of? You've served for 7 years, some hard decisions made during that time. What are some of the things you're most proud of?
Lots of hard decisions made, and none of the decisions are made lightly. But things that I'm proud of are things like this, that we can go live and bring our staff and our students to the community.
Yes.
Our learning community out there needs to know what's going on in the school district. And this is the one thing I'm proud of, is that we were able to put you into a position to help us just keep growing through our webpage and our public relations, as well as the capital project that's just taken off and has done such great things for this district. You just look at our new ball fields. Right now, they're working on the high school auditorium. We're getting all new lighting. They're repairing the stage, new carpeting, and just looking around, seeing all of these things. Walking through the new cafeteria over at EME and the new cafeteria over at the middle school just shows the progress that we've made, and that's what I'm the most proud of.
Yeah. The facilities just look outstanding. You walk around, right? We have people visiting now, and again, the decisions are brought to the board. They weigh out the finances, and they make these decisions. But it's been great, and as someone on the receiving end of it to work here, so proud of it there. Bill, you have a lot of things you're involved in, and I think it's great. You're very diverse background, and we're going to get into them. But one of them certainly is the love of musicals.
Oh yes,
Theater, the play. You know, your wife here, Vicky Harris, psychologist, HBE. You and your wife have gone to over 25 Broadway shows.
Yes.
Yeah.
And we attend community theater also. It's just, we're both big fans of the arts. I've been in the arts since I'm 5 years old. This is my 50th year as a professional. Well, as a trumpet player, I played professionally also in my adult life. But it's just being in musicals myself, in the orchestra, on stage, behind the scenes. And it's just something I want to share with the kids. The love that I grew up with. And I just love giving that back. And that's what I'm in the middle of right now, doing the middle school show and the HBE show.
Yeah.
So it's a lot of fun teaching them things that I know and hoping they can take that with them and someday in 50 years give back.
The shows are outstanding. We have a cabaret, a high school cabaret.
Yes.
The Beatles this Thursday. Shout out to the high school drama. But here it is, Bill. Here's our first music. The middle school Dare to Dream, the 24th and 25th of October. Talk to me about working with middle school kids. You know, the bright lights, I mean, you have a great team there with Janet, Linda.
Yeah, I tell you,
Patricia,
I started with Aaron Cross. In 2012, we did our first musical. We both were hired with the district, and we did Susical Junior. And for 8 years there, I did every musical at the middle school, and I left for a couple of years, and now I was asked to come back. Janet and Linda are now the directors, and they asked me to come back and help be a moderator. And what a great time we have. The talent that we have in this district is just off the hook.
Yeah.
And just working with these kids on a daily basis. They go home, they study their scripts, they study their videos that are sent to them, the video clips are sent through the classroom, and they study it, and we know it. They come back the next day and they know their lines, they know the song, they know the dance. And this is on top of the 90 other things they have to do between sports and extracurriculars.
Yeah.
It's an honor working with them, especially on this musical, because Dare to Dream is a brand new Disney musical.
Okay.
Yeah, it's a brand new Disney musical. It's never been performed in schools before. It's been performed in Disney World, Disneyland, and on board their ships. We have the opportunity of being one of the first schools to do this. So I would just encourage everyone to come out, because it's a lot of fun. It's all told through music and choreography. There's no plot. It's just told through the eyes of the Disney Imagineers. And the bottom line of the musical is you can dream, you can do, and it's up to you. Yeah. So.
Sounds like that might be a lyrical line.
Yes.
Incredible there. And Bill, 2 musicals for the middle school this year. This is,
Yes.
They've always done a little show in the beginning, but a big musical the second half of the year. This is great that we have another musical. But you literally go to Broadway too. I love seeing your and your wife's posts. We talk about the shows. I love the theater as well. Do you go the same time? You go on Sundays, you go on Wednesdays. You have a routine that you go to with the shows?
We don't have a routine. We just, because of our personal and professional lives, routine is very hard to get into. So we try to figure out when we do have a day off, that we are going to have that day to ourselves and just go see a show. And whether it's when the school's on break, we do a Wednesday matinee. If not, we can do a Friday night show or a Saturday or Sunday show. And there's no set pattern on what we do. We just see a musical that we're interested in, and then we just go for it. Sometimes we spend the night. Sometimes we do a marathon. We'll do two in one weekend and spend the night in the city.
That's nice when you don't have to rush home.
Exactly. You don't have to beat the clock, and it's just a lot of fun. But that's what we do.
Now, I grew up, Staten Island, Italian food. I know you're in the food business. We're going to get to your chef on the run business, but who picks the restaurant, right? Going to a show, there's a restaurant there. Who picks the restaurant? I mean, there's so many different types of food. Is it you say, hey, we're going for Italian, we're going for Asian? What do you?
On the trip into the city, we see how we're feeling, and there's no set plans. We always get in there a little bit early. We go to Bryant Park, we walk around, we have a cup of coffee and a pastry, and then that's when we discuss, do we feel like Irish, do we feel like Italian, or do we go a diner? So there's never a set plan, and we just land wherever we land.
I love it. I love it. Do you have anything booked coming up?
We are going on November 1st to see Mamma Mia, to see our alumni.
Patrick
our Hall of Fame.
Dunn.
Yes.
Wow.
So November 1st, we're going to see Mamma Mia.
Oh my God, he
Yes.
has been on fire
Oh,
lately. Everywhere we look, he is.
Yes.
Yeah. Yankee Stadium, the
Yankees.
Today Show.
Proud of the Yankees to have him.
Yeah. Wow. Well, enjoy that. We're going to
Yes.
hope to get there soon as well. Very cool. Bill, I didn't come to Port Jervis schools, and neither did you, right? And it's
I grew up right outside the Lincoln Tunnel, so
different to join the family
Yes,
here, right?
yes.
You've joined the family, but you went to North Bergen High School there, and you played the trumpet. You were involved with the arts, and then you of course. Well, did you have a good experience at school? Did you love school? Did you? Yeah.
I loved it. You know, I still keep in touch with dozens of people that I graduated with, and I would do it all over again in the same exact place.
Wow.
Yeah, I had a great experience growing up in the North Bergen School District, and I still keep in touch with some of my teachers.
Beautiful.
Yeah.
Beautiful. And again, involved with the arts, things there. But you also have so many different interests, Bill. I mean, there's the food aspect of it. You're a firefighter. You were an Eagle Scout
Yes.
growing up. Yeah,
Yes,
that's
I was.
incredible. The Eagle Scout had to bring you some opportunities, right? Some different things, becoming an Eagle Scout.
It was an honor. It still is to speak of it to this day.
Oh, yeah.
It even helped me through my police training when I got into the academy as a police officer. Many other guys, we realized we had so much in common, and it was just the discipline that came back in the 80s with becoming an Eagle Scout. And it was just something I've shared with people many times over, and it's just something proud that I'll be honored to have for the rest of my life.
Yeah. Bill, leadership through the Eagle Scout, leadership through serving on the school board, leadership owning your own business, leadership in your community organizations. You're a Rotary member. Talk to me about leadership. What's in your opinion? What's the most important aspect of leadership? What makes a good leader? Talk to me about leadership.
Leadership, making someone a good leader, first of all, is using full transparency as you're leading, and leading and not telling. You can lead, you can help guide. Don't talk down to anyone. Just lead by example. And if you are not willing to do something, don't tell someone else to do it. That's the best part of leading.
Yeah.
And my father was a leader. My father was my scoutmaster.
Oh, wow.
And he always taught me that as you're leading people, make sure that you are walking with them and not on them.
Wow.
Yeah, so
Well
that's part of being a good leader. Just always look over your shoulder, make sure that your people are with you and not walking away from you or going against you.
Bill Harris, everyone, our school board vice president. That must have been a proud moment for you and your dad to earn your Eagle Scout.
Yes, it was.
Yeah.
Yes, it was.
That's a big deal.
Yeah.
Yeah, very cool. Bill, professionally, a lot of professional certificates, things that you've earned. Again, a police academy, New Jersey firefighter, New York State certified food service director, the voice development group, creative voice. You're a certified voice talent instructor, but you're also a professional cook.
Yes.
You've owned several different businesses related to food. Chef on the Run.
Chef on the Run
Been
is
a
my
long
current
time
business.
here.
Yes.
Yeah, a long time. Talk to me about the stresses, the challenges of running your own business, being at the schools, being here, being there. I mean, you mentioned you have eight
functions in 7
functions
days
this week.
Yes,
Wow.
Yes. A lot of challenges. Time challenges are the most. Something like this, there's a lot of time challenges, and being somewhat of a perfectionist, I challenge myself too. So I'm always expecting more of myself, and that's where the hardships come in sometimes, because I don't satisfy myself easily.
Mm.
So as a perfectionist, I want to make sure I get it done, and I'll do it over 2 or 3 times to get it done right.
Yeah.
But I just take it as it is. I have several binders, and I actually write my daily routines. I make an itinerary for myself, and I know what I'm supposed to be doing at all times of the day, from when I leave that door at 5 in the morning, and then when I get home at 8:30 at night. My whole day is planned out.
Wow.
And I try to leave a little time in there for glitches or anything else that comes that way. But that's how I try to be successful in what I do every day, especially trying to juggle so many different things.
Yeah.
It's like we spoke today that I have the rehearsals. I have this. I had to work at 5:30 this morning, and then I just took time to come here. And then after the rehearsals, right to the board meeting this evening.
Yeah.
So it's just trying to juggle everything evenly, and I'm making it work as much as possible.
They say, a handyman or a carpenter, right? They go out and they do the work, but then there's always work to be done at their house. Do you enjoy cooking at your home? If you and Vicky are home, do you take out a bottle of wine, put on some music? Do you enjoy that, or is it you gotta get takeout because I've been cooking all day?
I more than enjoy it.
You do,
because I am used to cooking for hundreds of people at a time.
yeah.
And even when I was the head chef for ABC Television in New York City, I was cooking for 1,400 people a day.
Wow.
In the corporate cafeteria there.
Wow.
And being able to go home and just make a dinner for 2. And like you said, just maybe open a bottle of wine or get the soda stream machine out and make a bottle of seltzer, just to sit down, and we make it a point to have dinner together almost every night.
Yeah.
As much as we can. We take that time, we turn our phones off, and we sit down and we have dinner together every night. And I do most of the cooking because I enjoy it. And we never argue over what the menu is going to be. It's just, we go shopping, we do our collective ideas, and then we plan out our meals for the week.
Okay.
Yeah. So.
And if you have an event that night, if you have a catering event for a dinner, the food has to be there at 6 o'clock. You're in the kitchen that morning at 5. You're doing it that afternoon. How do you space that out?
Some of the jobs take several days of preparation, and if there is a big event going on, we are in the kitchen early that morning.
Yeah.
And we become chef on the run. Then we just become on the run, just running around the table, getting things done, and eat on the run. But we make it work.
Yeah.
Yeah, we work together for every function there is, and then after the function, we can sit back and enjoy.
Yeah. See the people eating the food, right? The smells,
the people seeing people eating food, the comments, all the positive feedback is what makes us go next time.
Our friend Scott Robertson, he says he likes the grilled chicken with balsamic and roasted red peppers, and back when he was on Route 42.
That's our old MSP sandwich. That was our traditional sandwich from the deli I was talking to you about earlier on Route 42. That was one of our signature sandwiches.
There you go. Scott must have been there a couple times.
Yes, we were very friendly with the police officers. We were very happy the police officers did come in all the time. So thanks,
nice.
Scott.
Nice. Dr. Bell's watching. Thanks for tuning in, Dr. Bell. Again, it is a School Boards Appreciation Week, and Bill serves as our vice president here in Port Schools. Bill, in addition to the business, you donate a lot to the schools.
Yes.
It seems like whatever group is happening, whatever musical is happening, there's a meal coming from Chef on the Run, and you and your wife, Miss Harris. Talk to me about your service and your dedication to the kids. That's a lot of money. It's a lot of time. It's a lot of mouths. But you always seem to be doing that kind of stuff.
Well, one thing I can say is that we're blessed to be able to do that.
Yeah.
And being in Port Jervis for the last 20 years, it was just seeing the community here in Port Jervis and extended Port Jervis out the year, of course. Just in the school district alone, we've just seen not only the need, but we just love helping and giving back. And now that we can, I mean, I grew up where it was very hard. My parents both worked hard, and we didn't get vacations, and we had to plan our meals, and most of it was casseroles. And I'm at the point in my life now, thank God, that we can give back, and that's how we do it.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm not a handyman. I can't come in and paint your walls, but I can cook you a nice meal. And that's what Vicky and I try to do. We try to give back as much as possible to the community. And that's how I do it, through my food and just getting involved.
You certainly are involved, and again, we see you at the musicals, we see you at the community events. Speaking of community events, we do have a blood drive tomorrow.
Yes, there is.
You are feeding the Rotary tomorrow. There it is. You can type in Port Jervis Rotary. There's a blood drive at the VFW Hall, and that is between 1 and 5:30 tomorrow.
Yes, it is.
All the information's on the website. There's a QR code on that flyer. That flyer is also on the Port Jervis website.
And we'll be open for lunch at 11 o'clock in the morning for those that want to stop in and have lunch with us.
Okay, so that's the public could come in and buy
Public
lunch
can
as
come in
well.
and have lunch, yes.
Okay.
From 11 to 1:30.
Beautiful. And then the Rotary will be there.
The Rotary will be there. We'll be having a meeting in the meeting room, and the blood drive will be going on in our main hall.
Fantastic. So talk to me. Tomorrow is going to be about 15 people or so, somewhere.
Right now, we're looking at 15 people for the meeting.
Okay, that's a piece of cake for you. That's nothing.
We could do that.
You that's a blink of an eye.
Yeah, we could do that.
Nice.
Especially because everybody pre-ordered, so that's a big help.
That's good. Well, there's the Rotary information, and again, you want to come out, save a life and serve, and certainly donate blood for tomorrow. That'd be great. There's that information. Bill, I like cooking. I grew up in an Italian household. There wasn't a lot of recipes on the table. It was a little bit of this and a little bit of that. But I was also a science teacher. And my brother's a chemist. There is, baking. My wife gets mad if the oven is not, if you cannot put the thing in the oven unless that temperature's at the right, because she's going crazy.
That's right.
An art or a science? How much are you following the recipe? How much are you adding the art to it? In the end, you want good food, and it can come out a lot of different ways. Are you an artist or are you a scientist?
I am more of an artist right now because I've been doing this. This is my 42nd year. September started my 42nd year of cooking.
Wow.
And I've become more of an artist because I know the science. So I've learned the science. I've learned to try to master the science. And now I just play with it. And all the recipes are in my head. I don't have many things written down. There are some things that I only do yearly, like my Oktoberfests, that I do have to keep a record of what I'm doing because it's such involvement with the recipes. But for the most part, I don't wing it, but I just have an idea of what should be in it. And then it's all a matter of tasting this and seeing how it is, the good old Italian way.
Yeah.
I mean, you taste it till it's right. Put your finger in it, and it's the gravy and the sauce is done, and that's it. And these a little salt, these a little garlic. That's it. Maybe a little wine, but that's it. It's all in the art of it.
And then when you're cooking for the masses, you really got it. There's a lot of adding and math. You really got to pay attention. Focus on what's happening.
There is so much math involved, and that's what I try to tell a lot of the students. Especially being a lifelong musician and a chef myself, you don't realize that every day you are working with math, and fractions are your biggest friends. You use fractions in music because everything is quarter notes, eighth notes, your timing, and you're using fractions in cooking. It's a quarter cup, a teaspoon, a half a cup, a gallon. So it is. It's all math. So you have to really get the math down, especially when you're serving lots of people. Yeah. You have to figure out how many people to a portion of chicken or beef, or how many gallons of soup do I have to make today. Right now I'm in the middle. I have to make 15 gallons of marinara for, I have to make 600 meatballs.
Wow.
For just one event this week.
Wow.
So that's what I started doing this morning. I actually started making marinara. I made 10 gallons of marinara this morning at 5:30.
We say pots. He says gallons.
Exactly. So,
wow. Yeah. When you're making that many meatballs, are you?
Each one is done by hand.
Yeah, each one.
Each one is done by hand.
It's gonna be exhausting.
I actually have helpers. I have a couple of high school students to help me. This week I have my niece coming in to help me roll meatballs. Just because unfortunately I have the arthritis in my hands. Yeah. So it's a little rough. And then that gives me time to do other things. Okay. So, but so
you're supervising, you're teaching.
Yeah. Exactly.
Wow.
Exactly.
Very cool. Bill, you've had a lot of different interests, really I knew you were involved in a lot of stuff. I didn't realize it was this much. Did you find yourself, restless maybe, or I like the term restless contentment, right? Doing different things. Did you ever say like, oh, I'm going to cook and I'll be a cook for the rest of my life? I want to be a musician. Like you seem to have tried a lot of different things, but happy everywhere you are.
Well, it falls under the category of I don't know what I want to be when I grow up.
Aha.
And
We're still waiting on that.
and we're still waiting on that.
Yeah.
And I've accomplished a lot of things that I wanted.
Yeah.
As a child, I wanted to be a police officer. Then I wanted to be a chef. I wanted to be a minister. I have accomplished so many of these things,
Yeah.
and I just strive for more.
Mhm.
I want to learn as much as possible in my life, and then share that with other people.
Yeah.
And that's the path that I've been on.
Well, and you think about it, right? I've been in Port Jervis a long time too. All of the things I've been involved in my life are kind of going into this position. As a minister, you speak well. You know how to, there's music involved. You could feed the group. All of those skills are going into it. Working with a lot of people, whether it's a meal or the musical, you know how to handle people. You know how to handle complaints.
Yes.
Whether they don't like the food, they like the food. Whether they don't like the part, they like the part. You know, you can take on so many different roles. Yeah. And I guess maybe now being the school board vice president, you got a wide lens. You look at things through a wide lens.
Oh, I sure do.
Yeah.
Yes, very much so.
And it really, Nancy Dunn worked in the school district. You working in the district, you could see, there were days where things were hard for you. You can understand that now being on the other side. So many positives there. Yes, Scotty, we agree. Great guy here. It's really interesting though, Bill, to see your interests and then how you're helping in the community and how you're helping here in the school. So we're grateful for a few minutes here today. Anything else you wanted to share, Bill, in your role or in terms of the work we're doing here?
You just used the word grateful, and I am grateful. I am grateful for the opportunity to serve the school district, and that's one of the reasons I'm here, because I've never seen growing up like you did in a city where there were just so many people.
Mm-hmm.
Just growing up here and seeing the people that are here,
Yeah.
and the way things are here, and that's why I've made Port Jervis my home.
Yeah.
And moving in the future, I'm going to be staying here.
Mm-hmm.
So I want to give back as much as I can while I can.
Yeah. And you're doing it in so many different ways. I mean, we go to a musical, there's Bill either behind the curtain, taking the tickets out front. It's just great to see. And again, your musical background. One thing we haven't talked about, Bill, the voice.
The voice.
I've heard you on a few professional recordings. Was that something you always had? Was this as a young man? Did it develop as you got older?
It developed in high school. When I was
had a deep voice.
When I was in high school, I was in the Navy ROTC. I was commander, and I was calling cadence. And I was told from the time I was in high school that I should be a disc jockey, and I should use my voice on the radio, or I should be on the TV. So
Okay.
It's something I've always wanted to do and never did. And when I was going through my, I guess you call it a midlife crisis,
Mm-hmm.
I don't like guns. I don't like cars. So I asked my wife if I can go back to school. And I actually went back to school. I went to a place called Voice Coaches in Schenectady. And I got my certification as a certified voice actor.
Wow.
So, and then I went to Orange Community College at the time, and I took courses there
Mm-hmm.
for using your voice. And we hooked them all together. I made a demo CD when I graduated. And now I have my own studio at home where I can do voiceovers, voice work, books on tape or GPS, anything like that that's sent my way. And it's just like any other acting job.
Yeah.
You'll have 300 or 400 people that are actually auditioning for a 1-minute TV commercial or radio commercial.
Yeah.
So.
And how about, you mentioned Disney before. There's so many animated movies. How could you ever have an opportunity in something like that?
Auditioning.
Yeah.
Auditioning, looking at I have 2 different organizations that I work with, and they will send me auditioning material, and I'll look it over, and I'll just do an audition from my studio and just send it out with my fingers crossed.
So it's not like you got to go down to Orlando and this.
No, everything
it's all remote, right?
It's all done through MP3s.
Interesting.
Yeah, you just send the video recording if they want a video or the audible, and that's it. Then they contact you and thumbs up or thumbs down.
Interesting. Really interesting. Bill, if someone wanted to hire you for the Chef on the Run, is there a website? How do people get in
There's
touch
no
with you?
website. We do have a Facebook page. It's Chef on the Run LLC, Port Jervis. And we don't have a website any longer because fortunately word of mouth has helped us and the Facebook page has helped us.
Yeah.
So they can just reach out to me right there, or they can go on my personal Facebook page, Bill Harris, and all my information's right on there.
Oh, it's every time I have a show here, Bill, whether he watches it on replay or you were tuned in this morning,
Yes.
saw our juniors there, but
So
very
I
supportive.
was slicing sauerbraten as I was watching that this morning. Yes.
Well, we want to support local businesses, small businesses, and Chef on the Run is one of them. So certainly people can find you there. But again, in terms of today, our school board appreciation week, Bill is our vice president. We thank our school boards. We have the meeting tonight.
Yes.
Bill, how much preparation do you have to do to get ready for a meeting? I mean, there's a lot to build the agenda, but you got to know what's happening. You got to know what's coming up for vote. I know they get the documents to you at some point there. What's your process in terms of learning what's on the table out of the school board meeting?
Well, we do keep in very close contact with each other through the administration with emails and text messaging. And then on Fridays, Kristen Lopez will send out our agenda and we'll look it over. If there's any questions, we reach out to Dr. Bell or Kristen, and they'll let us know if there's any answers for our questions. And then we'll look it over on Monday. And if we need to discuss it, we can send an email in, and then we meet for executive session an hour before the public session starts. And that's where we do our behind the scenes planning and discussions, and just to find out if everybody's on board with one topic or not.
We have some professional discussions there. You're in a new home.
Yes.
Pike Street. If you haven't seen the board meeting, the meeting room, it's a professional space. It's fantastic. Really proud of that room and how that all turned out. Again, the vision of Dr. Bell and the leadership team at Pike Street. It's a really great spot.
Yes.
Yeah. Well, Bill, you're getting some swag tonight. You always got to have a port sticker here. And I don't want to double up the swag to our school board members, but we got one of these for you. This is our Port Pride coin. You know, the Port Pride 5, Bill. Be responsible, be respectful, be involved, be honest, and be kind. And to say you are all 5 of these and more is an understatement.
Thank you.
I mean, we can pick each one. I mean, Bill Conklin just jumped in there, always serving for English, what's ENG? Oh, engine number 6, Firehouse. Yes. But be involved. You are so involved here in so many different ways. So we thank you, Bill. This is the Port Pride coin. And we certainly thank you for your leadership in terms of vice president on the school board, but being involved. So it's a handshake. It's a handshake here.
Thank you, sir.
We wish you good health, and we appreciate the involvement, whether it's the Elks, whether it is the Rotary Club. What's the other one I have on here?
We have the VFW.
The VFW, right? Your office is there. Really pretty great community involvement, and it always seems to be around an event, right? You're serving behind the scenes, or you're out there in front shaking hands and kissing babies. So we appreciate you.
Thank you,
Bill. I didn't bring the magic wand, but I said, hey, if you have a magic wand for Port Jervis schools, right? What's a vision you have? What's a wand? What you say, man? I wish we could. What's something there for you that you would love to see here in Port Schools?
Well, first and foremost, if you wave that wand, it has to be a big wand, because I want to see a financially free, a worry-free school district. You know, I don't want us to have to worry about having to buy something or start something or replace something and having to worry about where the money's coming from to teach our kids. So that would be my biggest hope, because there's a lot of educational challenges out there. And along with the educational challenges become money challenges. And no school should be held back because they can't afford something for their kids.
Sure. So
that's what my magic wand for this school would be, just to wave that and not have to worry about buying anything that we need for this entire learning community.
And we've been on a great streak here. I mean, our taxes, we haven't raised taxes in
6 years.
6
Well,
years.
we're going on a fifth year.
Yeah,
Yes.
and that's been, that's been great for our community. In the end, things cost money. You're in the food business, you know how expensive things got. But we've been on a great streak here in terms of managing our personnel and again, that fiscally responsible school here. So, but those are conversations that happen at the board level, certainly with our assistant superintendent, Mr. Tim, and Dr. Bell there. But it's been a great run here, and you've been a part of all of these positive things over the last 7 years. So we thank you.
What's your buzzer?
I travel with it. I was just thinking, I really need to get a second one. It's at my desk at home. The buzzer's fun, right?
Oh, okay, yeah.
I try to balance. The kids like to hit it.
The shout out buzzer. Where is that?
Oh man, this is Mr. Harris, Vice President, School Board. Again, I'd like to recognize all of our school board members. Jason Kamar, Judy Amato. Shout out to Judy's son, got a job.
Yes.
Middletown School. Joey, congratulations. Nancy Dunn, going to see Patrick so well, our former nurse here. Michael Witt, Mark Green runs our educational foundation there. What a great finance background. Don Santiago here, Joseph Andriak, Jeremy Shannon.
Yes.
His daughter was on this morning, the Millennium Falcon.
Couldn't believe the size of those things.
The X-Wing fighter. Did you get to see him in the gym?
Yes, I did. I could not. I was there earlier, and I just that day, and I just could not believe the size of these things. And
I mean,
I want to give a shout out to Red and his team for hanging that stuff.
Oh yeah,
taking care of that for us.
It's become we're not just throwing duct tape on the wall anymore. This is becoming
it might be duct tape on the X-Wing, but there's no duct tape on the wall.
And the Jang family, Sean Jang, they did the Death Star there. I feel weird saying that in school, but it was part of the Spirit Wars there. And certainly our Vice President Bill, our 9-member school board. So this was fun.
Yes,
we could talk all day long.
Well, if you know both of us, we could be here till supper time.
All day. We got the arts, the foods, the Port Jervis. There's a lot of loves and passions that we share. So, but this is Bill Harris. Shout out to your wife. I know always working behind the scenes. The Special Olympics last year was just past couple of years. You've always been there. We'll be hosting not this fall, not this spring, but
the next
2027,
2028. Yeah, 2 years.
Well, that'll be an event.
2 years in a row.
That'll be an event for sure, and I know you'll be involved, and we'll be involved. So. But let's get rolling, Bill. This is Bill Harris, everyone. Thank you very much.
Thank you.
We appreciate our school board member service, but Bill has again in our community many different roles. And kids, if you're wondering what you want to do when you grow up,
come see me.
Mr. Harris, you should have a conversation. I mean, there are people that have stayed in one lane and they do fine. And there are people that have been in a lot of different lanes. You're really well-versed, well-knowledged in a lot of areas. And certainly you bring those talents here. So we appreciate it.
Thank you, sir.
All right. Good health to you.
Thank you very much.
All right. Bill Harris, School Board Vice President. We are going to sign off. Leave him a positive comment here in the chat. Again, Chef on the Run is Bill's outside business school, but certainly the people here know the taste for sure. Yeah. All right. Well, thank you, Mr. Harris, and good luck tonight at the school board meeting, and good luck with the rehearsals. One last shout out: our first drama show is coming up. Is this next week? Is it
next weekend.
It's next weekend.
24th and 25th.
Friday and Saturday. There's 2 shows Saturday, right?
Two shows on Saturday.
1 and 7, not 2 and 7. Is that 1?
1 and 7.
Yeah, 1 and 7. Friday night, 7 p.m. And then this Thursday is a cabaret, Beatles music. For the high school.
That's going to be a lot of fun
drama.
For our generation, at least.
Yeah.
And then the HBE musical is in November.
Okay.
22nd and 21st and 22nd. And that's going to be Frozen Kids.
Frozen. I hope the kids aren't frozen.
Just Frozen. It's the kids' version of Frozen.
Yeah,
so
it's so much fun.
We're having a lot of fun with that.
Yeah. So that'll be up here at HBE, or they're going to come down to
It's going to be at the high school. We're rehearsing here every day, and then we're going to move down to the high school the week before we open. And show the kids how the big house works.
Well, we'll meet both those groups ahead of time. That's one of the things I really love is that we get to highlight the kids before the show. We get to hear them sing, and those are a lot of fun. So come out and support the arts, support our local businesses. And again, the blood drive tomorrow with the Port Jervis Rotary. This is happening. All of it, you can just go to the Port Jervis Rotary website. Just Google that. But it's at the VFW Hall. That is on Owen Street between 1 and 5:30. And lunch is served between 11
to 2.
11 to 2. Come in. Again, save a life, donate blood, and get some good food.
That's right. All at once.
All right, my friend. We're going to sign off here on Port Center. Thank you so much, Mr. Harris. And how about a Go Port?
Go Port. Senior night this Friday night.
Bam. There's soccer tonight, senior night soccer, and our Port Jervis football is this Friday. Yeah.
All right.
See you, friends.